Hi, I'm Tess.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hi guys, I'm Tess.
I'm Kayla.
Kitty cat, hi.
Wanna say hi?
You wanna say hello?
He does.
Say hi to the people.
Who's
on the
that?
internet, baby. Hello.
So today we are twins, basically, because we're both wearing a hat and we're wearing the same shirt, just in a different color. Today we are talking about something that we've written in our phone like forever ago.
Yeah, pretty
And
much since we both, like when we moved to Milwaukee.
Together, like
Yeah.
in with one another. Well, if you hear noise, it's our cat and he's being really annoying.
Yeah,
A
it's just the cat.
fucking stinker today.
Okay.
So we have this list on our phone that we haven't really looked at since we've written in it, and I don't remember the last time we wrote in it. It was probably like a couple months ago. Sorry. Sriracha hummus.
Oh.
So it's basically the difference between East Coast and the Midwest.
Right.
So she's from the East Coast, New York, and I'm from the Midwest. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. The first thing on our list is
When someone refers to a place that's like in the middle of nowhere, like really far away, some people in the Midwest,
call it boo-foo.
which before I met this woman, I was just like, what the hell is boo-foo? And I'm like, okay, what? And I'm like, well, we would say it's in bumfuck.
And we would say boo-foo. But here you have it written East Bumfuck.
Oh yeah, East bumfuck is a thing too. Yeah,
Okay.
like, go to East bumfuck. But we realized looking at the two words that boo-foo could potentially stand for bumfuck. Remember that?
Yes! We were like, where did it originate and why did it originate in that, like, in whatever term it is? And we were thinking, okay, well, you know how like things travel and specific phrases can travel from like wherever it starts to wherever it ends up or whatever. So we were like, okay, well, it could have started in the East as bumfuck, and then once it got out to the Midwest, it became like boo-foo or whatever. So that's a theory. I think this is my favorite.
So it's definitely my favorite too. Over on the East Coast of the United States, we call the carbonated beverages that you drink on occasion, we call them soda. So some people in the Midwest, I think more so Wisconsin, because there's only, I think, a few people that Tess knows in Illinois.
No, everyone
Okay.
I know calls it pop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm wrong.
Everyone, like, no, it's just me. I think it's because, I think the reason you thought that was because it was like just me. You're like, sometimes I hear you say pop and
Okay.
sometimes I hear you say soda.
But I haven't heard her say pop in a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, Midwesterners, they call soda pop. I don't know if you do. I'm not making fun of you. Basically, I'm making fun of you. No, it's just different.
On to the next one.
In New York, our driver's licenses, well, first of all, are like flimsy. Like you can like bend them. The ones here in Illinois and Wisconsin are just like plastic cards.
Yeah, like if you were to get like a debit or a credit card.
You know, New York's are just like,
They're literally like laminated paper.
you can't break it and like tear it. You can't tear it. So it's like, it's bendable, but it's not like paper where you can just tear something.
Right.
Anyway, in New York, when you're under 21 in New York, it just says under 21 on it. When you're under 21 here, I don't know if it's like this in Illinois too, but in Wisconsin, the card is vertical instead of horizontal.
Yeah.
So it's like this instead of this.
Yeah.
So when you are under 21, it's like this here, and then when you're over 21, it's like this here. But in New York, it just stays the same. And then I don't know about Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, it just says it says physically under 21 on the card.
I didn't know that. In Illinois, specifically, this is how I grew up. Your driving permit, and I don't know if it's changed since, it was just a piece of paper. And it had all your information on it, and like you would carry around that piece of paper that you were driving under permit, and that you had to have one other person in the car that was over the driving age.
The same rule applies for the driving age thing, but we would actually get a card, a physical card with
Like
all of our information.
basically a license.
Face, yeah, but it says
It was a permit.
Yeah. Okay, so after you passed your driver's test and you went to the DMV showing them that you passed it, you would give it to them, take your picture, but you would get your driver's license in the mail. Apparently Tess would just get hers right off the bat. Point it right there and everything. Which is weird to me.
Well, it's same thing. Like if you go to the DMV and you need a new license, like they print it right there for you, that you would never get it in the mail. But here in Wisconsin, we had to wait for it in the mail.
Right.
So maybe it's just an Illinois thing, I don't know.
Before I met this woman again, I either didn't know about them or I only thought they were like in movies. But these people over here, I guess my people now, we have tornado horns. Horns that go off when there's a tornado warning. And when I first came here, I knew, you know, the Midwest was all about the windstorms and whatnot, and there were, you know, frequent tornadoes. But coming from the East Coast, we got rain and leftover hurricanes. So we had one tornado maybe 10 years ago, which was insane. Everyone was like, what? This is happening. We don't get tornadoes. We have mountains and we have valleys, and we don't have things that just let tornadoes be tornadoes. Like coming here was like kind of nerve-wracking for me just because of the tornadoes. Like I'm afraid of tornadoes.
We haven't experienced one yet.
Not yet, but yeah. And everyone here is just used to going in their basements. They just chill down there with their families, while the people on the East Coast are like, oh my God, we're gonna die.
Okay, this isn't necessarily something that's happened or like,
well, I don't think it's something like comparable to everything else where it's like East Coast, West Coast thing. It's just like a her and I thing.
Yeah.
Where we say the word.
It's not even just this specific word. We have a whole list of words that we make fun of each other for because they're so different. For instance, I'm just gonna have Kayla say it because it's completely different from the way I say it.
Donkey.
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 And then another word is coffee.
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 Coffee. She's picking my accent up, I swear.
What?
Say it.
I would like to go get a coffee.
I would like to go get a coffee. But I think living together, we've lost some of our accents.
Yeah, because we're picking up each other's.
Yeah, which I don't really like, but it's fine.
You don't like the
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't like losing my accent.
She's not gonna lose it. She's always gonna have a New York accent. Just like I'm gonna always have a Chicago accent. It's just the way we talk.
Just the way we talk.
Talk. It's the way we talk. So, next.
You ever go out and buy a pair of pants and they're just too high? Like they're just too high. Your ankles are showing.
Or you go out and you buy them in their perfect length and then you put them in the dryer.
Right.
And all of a sudden they become floods.
High waters. Like water floods. Come on. They're high waters.
They're floods.
But honestly, it's the same thing. Flood in a high water.
Yeah. Next.
I thoroughly enjoy a nice lollipop.
I love suckers so much.
So like I don't know what she means when she said like you like sucking on random objects. Is that the thing here? Because what is a sucker?
A lollipop is like if you're in the Wizard of Oz, those big circle things that are super mad colorful. Or when you go to an amusement park and you want a lollipop, the big circle things, or those long sticks that are really colorful, that is a lollipop. A sucker is something that you just like, maybe you go to the bank and they have a little bowl and you pick up a sucker. Or you go to the doctor and you get a boo-boo, you get a sucker. They're two completely different things in my world. For her, a lollipop is a sucker and a sucker is, what the fuck is a sucker?
Right, okay.
Good one.
Tessa's entire family. Okay.
I don't know if this is just my family or if this is like anyone in the Midwest.
It must be like at least a few, because I heard someone, I don't know who it was, but I told you about this one day that I heard someone else call it that. Instead of saying, oh, can we get some like sauce on this, they'll call it red sauce. Like, oh, are we eating red sauce with this?
Okay, but the thing is, like, I know this is wrong. Like, I know it's pasta sauce. Like, I know that that's what it's supposed to be called, but my family forever has called it red sauce.
Whatever.
Always.
Whatever floats your boat.
Meat sauce is one thing, but red sauce is another thing.
Right.
But it's like, if it's going on pasta, it's red sauce.
To me, you have your marinara sauce, you have your pasta sauce, ragu.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
it's always been red sauce.
There's a difference in Tessa's world between gym shoes and sneakers.
And this might just be me growing up. I don't know if this has to do with like an origination of what my family has thought of, or like, I I don't know. I don't know where it came from, but this is like me and how I see it in my brain.
What is this?
A gym shoe.
This is a gym shoe to Tessa. To me, this is a sneaker. What is this?
A sneaker.
To this is a sneaker to me. So what is this?
A sneaker.
This is also a sneaker to me. So everything that goes on my feet that's not a flip-flop or a sandal or a boot is a sneaker.
Athletic shoes are gym shoes because you use them to work out or to go running.
Or when you're me, you just wear these to wear them. Last one.
So this originated from our babushka of a friend. She is a friend we've made here while living in Wisconsin.
What? I forgot. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
We actually went out with her. We went out to brunch with her. She just texted me. So weird. I wonder why. I think it was over brunch, and we were talking about the thing that has water coming out of it and you put your mouth to stay hydrated.
Typically next to a public restroom.
Yeah, or in just public places where you need to fill your water bottle or just stay hydrated.
Right.
What do you call that or think of when you hear that statement? I'm just gonna give you a moment. Just take your time. Think about what that might be to you as a person on this earth.
And then edit it in like ticking noise.
Okay. Here in Wisconsin, they call it a bubbler. So give you a minute to just think about that. Or maybe you yourself
already
call
know.
it that. So
Then you're like, what are they talking about?
yeah, it's freaking hilarious. Why do you call it that?
I personally would like to call it a water fountain.
Call it a water fountain. Well, my friend at work, not the one who just texted me, a different friend, said, okay, well, if you call that a water fountain, what do you call the things in parks that spurt water out of them that you take pictures in front of or that you think are beautiful or just great to look at? I'm like, those are water fountains too. And like, I didn't feel stupid saying that because that's what it is. A water fountain is that specific object, and it's also the object you get hydrated from. So
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
We sound like arrogant fucks right
Yeah,
now.
we do.
Yeah. So those are the things that are, you know, just a little odd to us. Let us know if you think of anything else. Like
Yeah.
something different that we didn't even talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know.
It's so funny how you can just come from just another side of the country
Yeah.
and have such a different dialect and
Yeah.
stuff.
And we're all
talk about things. So, but we're all human.
And we're all
Whatever
American.
you want to do is good.
Most of us.
Check us out on Huffington Post and follow us on Snapchat. And what else should they do?
So cute. Isn't she so cute?
Gotta go.
We gotta go. She has an appointment.
Follow us on Instagram.
That's one
And
thing I
Facebook.
want you to do.
Facebook, like our Facebook page.
Just go follow us,
Tess
like
and Kayla
us. Tess
on
and Kayla.
Facebook.
Woo! And we will see you next week. Guess what next week is? Our mini vacation, so stay tuned.
Woo!
All right, bye guys. Thank you. Bye. Kayla kind of looks funny when she dances.
It's really weird. I think it's the lankiness.
She just looks so awkward.
Oh, man. You have, yeah, you
I
can
know.
dance better.